3, 2, 1, and pills and pray the chaos begins.
Quad box, quad box, quad box. Yes, it does. As we get straight into this game here, already some brilliant combos coming out of Ibar down on the bottom of your screen against SgtSarros. Meanwhile, at the top, JB and Archer is going to be a hotly contested one, and it looks like JB has a narrow lead.
Yeah, JB has done some really good stuff with his pills to keep everything as open as possible. That center column, that column 4 for JB, he would really love to get that blue out of the way. But now that I look down, it's really not that big of a deal because he had that vertical red that he just now cleared out, and it's actually looking really good for JB. Just needing reds, just needing blues. Looking over at Archer, it is the same for Archer here. Just needing reds, just needing blues. Who's going to get them first? Only time will tell, Prey.
Only time will tell. Meanwhile, Ibar down to 2 viruses left and going to get all the pills that he needs to get out at a 107 into 5 and needing to break through that line. The viruses are saying, "No, you're halt here. You're not moving."
Yep, up top, it was JB and Archer both out at a 106. Really, really tight match here up at the top. At the bottom of your screen, SgtSarros just looking for those last few pills to get out of his level 4. Almost said level 6. That yellow, that red, perfect for him. Out at a 127. A little bit of an unnecessary bracket clear. Didn't need to clear out those blues. Resulted in a little bit of a drop time, but he now joins Ibar into level 5. And Ibar only with an 8 virus lead, but there also is about a 10-second second difference between these two players. And Ibar just looking to get some yellow and red help here, Prey.
Yeah, looking up the top of the board though, JP doesn't really have any access. Well, only has the access to the 1 yellow, but needs to kind of split the board through. We'll get that access now. Archer down to 3 viruses left, and we'll sort of get the pill combo to help here. Meanwhile, down the bottom of the board, 6 viruses left for Ibar, and sort of setting up everything in a way that will clear everything off the board. Look at the combo down there for a drop cross. Brilliant play there from Ibar, down to 4 and 10 viruses left for Sarge.
Up top, it was Archer out first at a 224. Archer with a bit of a miss drop, though, there in the center of the board, really trying to make some creative plays to get through that. Meanwhile, JB finally getting all the reds he needs. He says, "Oh, thank you." I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Maybe not. But he's now joined Archer into level 6. And only about 5 viruses behind because of that misdrop in the center of Archer's board that was being dealt with. JB now has a chance to get back into this, as Archer needing a lot of blue to get down to this mid game.
Yeah, JB did say, by the way, that he was going to leave his mic on his side of the of the broadcast. Whether you want to hear him wage or not, fair play. 9 viruses left for Ibar, 28 for Sarge, and just a very split board almost for Sarge, trying to a double blue actually would be very helpful for him. 3 viruses left for Ibar. Up the top though, it's kind of it's kind of favored towards our 6th seed. Lindo, not much in it here.
Yeah, it's hard to say because Archer's got to get this blue taken care of in column 1 and does manage to do that. Now is able to build up to the horizontal yellow if they want to make that choice. Does make that choice, and now just needing a couple reds. This yellow red, perfect actually for Archer. Going to be able to open up and get that cleared out, and does now open up the blue horizontal. Not going for it again. Had the blue horizontal on the left. Doing the same thing that Sarge did earlier and taking a little bit of an unnecessary bracket clear to get out of that. But JB now into level 7 at a 438, only 4 viruses behind Archer. Looking at the bottom, it is Ibar with a firm lead here. 16 viruses remaining in his level 7, needing a heck of a lot of red to get through this, though. Meanwhile, Sarge trying to get out of his level 6. Gonna need a lot of blue to do it, though, Prey.
Yeah, and it's whether or not the doc is going to be willing to provide for this for Sarge here. You never know; he might get a little bit lucky. Meanwhile, Ibar trucking through that. Look at the drops into a horizontal and horizontal and horizontal. Sarge gets into 7 just over 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Meanwhile, top of the board, it's kind of a race here. 11 viruses left for JB, 11 viruses left for Archer, but a brilliant almost T or cross. I didn't actually see it. I'm blind. Who knows what happened? I don't know. But it's very, very close here. 7 plays 6 down to 5. Little bit of garbage though, as Ibar out of the whole game. 541 will take the first crown there. And attention turns to the top of the board.
Yep, JB just needing one more blue, and he's going to take this game. Is it going to show up? There it is, a 605. JB comes from behind, takes game 1 away from ArcherLewys, who looks like was dealing with some bad RNG combined with some misdrops. Maybe I'm not really quite sure what happened, but they're going to get out at a 622. So 17-second difference. That's really not too much between these two players.
Not much at all. And JB is saying that he got lucky on 7. Yeah, very, very close between between the game on the top bar. And just I think in terms of Sarge was just unlucky. I think with the color diversity that he had on his board, Flindo.
Yeah, Sarge was getting some really rough boards. But you know what? Props to him for sticking this out. And he's probably thinking to himself, I'm not gonna let the game beat me. I'm gonna finish this out. Props to him for staying cool here in this situation. But it is Ibar taking game 1 and JB taking game 1. And JB surprised, fake surprised at the intentional top out there. And we are set up on the top game, and Sarge just needing a few more blues. Will he wait for them? Will he top out?
I've been through the wars with Sarge. In August, it was myself and Sarge, and it was a back and forth battle. We both had, like, for me, guess what? It was level 8, and we'll get to that later. But yeah, we just had a back and forth almost war to see who would progress through to face Archer in that August final. But it looks like all players are back, ready to go. And I see readies from all 4 players.
Yeah.
It's time to get the second game underway.
I remember that matchup. That was a great match.
It was 3, 2, 1 pills as we get out and away. JB Henry has a crown to his name. Ibar has a crown to his name. Can they complete the trio? The trio, the double. Oh my word! Can they complete the double and get through to semi-finals? Meanwhile, they do play each other. Whoever wins these matches, they play each other in the semi-finals. So it's all up in the air. 12 viruses plays 9 up at the top game. It's 12 viruses plays 12 on the bottom game. Flindo, it's fairly even.
Yeah, I am loving the play by Archer on this level 4. It has just been brilliant. Everything has fallen great for Archer as far as the RNG. Just getting everything that they need. Gonna be out of here sub-minute, which is exactly what you want for these first for the first like 5 levels. You want to try to be out sub-minute to get those really, really hot paces. Down at the bottom, Ibar struggling a little bit to get the reds that he needs. And Sarge actually playing a pretty clean game here. I love the decision there to drill down that blue-red and set that up clear of any anything barring his access to that red, but it is Ibar going to be out first at a 119. Sarge only 8 seconds behind though at a 127. Up top, we have an 11 virus game here. Now down to 9. Now back up to 10. Both of these players just trading blows. But look at Archer's board. So much blue, so much yellow, no red to speak of whatsoever. The fortunate thing is if some blue yellows do start to drop, and we see one right there, they
Oh.
are nicely packed together, as you saw Archer get that tuck lightning bolt. Really nice play.
Yeah, only needing one more yellow to get out of this 5 and into 6, and is going to get there into 6 at 2 minutes 10 seconds. And 2 viruses left for JB, and he will join him in that level. Meanwhile, down the bottom, it's a very close game. 8 plays 9, but Ibar looking for hopefully another red. Maybe a double red actually would be brilliant, and there it is, but doesn't decide to go for the double clear at the bottom there.
Yeah, I think he was just waiting to get that kind of opened up, and he's really trying not to clear out this blue in the center until he's got that bottoms cleared out. It's not going to be as big a deal for him now that the yellow garbage is gone. He can clear that out at his leisure, and he's going to do so. Be out at a 246. Sarge really not too far behind. Curious to see, is he going to try to clear out these yellows and go for the undertuck? Had the opportunity to do it there, but no, he's just gonna clear from the top. As soon as he gets this last red, here it is, out at a 306.
RNG was a little bit nasty there, making him wait for that last red to come out. But we'll join Ibar in 6. Meanwhile, top game still very close. It's 10 plays 11. Now 10 plays 10. And Archer, I see what Archer's doing. Gets a little bit of a nice clear combo there. Almost looking for, setting up for it down the bottom. And
Oh, come on,
another
game.
double yellow would be good. And it's going to come through. There it is.
Fat log.
Fat
You'll love
log.
to see it. Oh,
Down
but
to
look
5
at
viruses.
JB. JB
Ooh.
just down to 3. Who's going to get the pills they need first? JB's blues are a little bit buried. He does have the opportunity. Well, he did until he put that blue there to clear out the reds horizontally. Good play there by JB. That opportunity is back open now, and hopefully he sees it. I'm sure he does. But it is going to be Archer out first, horizontally at about a 413.
Yeah, he's just looking for reds. Going to need one more, and there it is, and is out and into 7 as well. It's now a race to the finish line with 32 viruses each to go through. Meanwhile, down the bottom, Ibar looking for one more red and is out and into 7 himself at 425, and Sarge into 7 at 431. It's a very close game on all games that we have on screen right now.
Yeah, I don't know who to watch because this is it's all so good right now.
A good horizontal in the yellows through 6 and 7 for JB there. But look at, oh my word, the pill combos coming out for Archer here is brilliant. Down to 11, but devoid of red right now, and needing blues and yellows to come through. Hopefully he will get them, and will get the Ravens singing, but it's going to be close up the top. Meanwhile, down the bottom, it's 18 plays 19, and is going to just need a good color diversity first. A brilliant cross clear there from Ibar, bringing him down to 13 and having the lead in this very close game. Meanwhile, Archer just needing one more blue and will bring it to a decider. Can the doctor give it? Is the doctor gonna
Come on, game. Where is it?
Oh my god, doctor, come on.
Oh my goodness.
Anytime, doc.
Is this going?
Doc. There it is. And it's going to be out at just under 6 minutes at a 5:54, and we've got them. Birds are singing as we get ready for this decider up the top game. Meanwhile, down the bottom, only one virus left for Ibar, just needing blues, and is going to get it, and he'll move on to the semifinals to play the winner of JB versus Archer. And oh boy, that was a close game down the bottom board.
Wow. But it is going to be Ibar moving on at the bottom. GG's to SgtSarros for a great day today and a great tournament or a great year all around. Um, but yeah, so Archer taking their first ever crown against JB, forcing him into a decider. The crows are ready. Get your cacaws in the chat. This is going to be another banger. The winner goes on to the semifinals to play the absolute beast in this tournament, Ibar, and that's going to be a real treat no matter who wins this.
1 crown apiece. 4 levels to do this. Oh boy. And we've got readies from both players. It's time for the decider to the semifinals.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pills. And JB saying in our chat he's got his bird seed as a gesture for the crows. We'll see how this goes. Both boards really not enjoying either board. But I said that in the last game, and the players just absolutely flew through them. So we'll see if that happens again here.
Well, yeah, Archer getting a good out there with the double yellows coming through, and now setting up for fat long down the bottom, but now devoid of yellow not needed at all for Archer here. Meanwhile, JB has still good color diversity across his board, is going to be bringing things down, horizontaling that yellow out of there. And Archer, oh, this rush, if that was a good rush to sort of get, now only needing reds.
Yeah, just reds for Archer. Just one more yellow and mostly reds for JB. A couple blues as well. JB probably going to hope to take one of these blues last. It looks. Is he going to build up and do them horizontally? It's definitely an option.
Ooh, I see where he's going with this.
He's going to get it. He just needs to get the red.
There it is.
But it is Archer out first. And Archer setting up for a horizontal on this red. I don't. But it's the double red anyway. I was fixing to say I don't love it because you've set yourself up for a double red dependency on either side. But the RNG just smiling upon Archer right now, saying, Flindo, I'm not always garbage. Sometimes I'm really good.
That red yellow in 8 was excellently swum. A swum? Is that like the past tense of swim? Swum into the position for that horizontal on the red. Now just down to 11 viruses and getting good clears on the garbage that was there, and also a yellow out of there. Meanwhile, JB facing a little bit of drop time, not much, just a little bit, but still 10 viruses plays 5, Flindo. It's Archer is going through this rapidly.
Yeah, just getting that final yellow out at 2.5 minutes. JB really not that far behind. Wondering if he's going to set up to take these blues horizontally again like he did in the last game. And with all that that garbage in column 2, it's absolutely the right call. Will the blue show up? There it is. 250 for JB, a 20-second game here as we move on into our penultimate level. JB trying to stay alive here. His tournament life depends on being able to get caught up here. Now, we saw in the first game between these two players, JB trailing and then had a really, really nice level 7 was able to take the game. Can he do it again here? Only time will tell. Looking over at Archer's board, it's pretty high. This is a very vertical board for Archer. It's not really something you want to see.
Yeah, kind of needs to start addressing the right side of Archer's board. Meanwhile, a lot of red, and by a lot of red, I mean a lot of red, needed for JB here to get out of this. It's going to start getting a few out there. A double red rush would be lovely for JB. Meanwhile, Archer down to 3, down to 2. Going to be maybe down to 1, or is going to take the yellow out first. Is looking like he's going to take the yellow out first, and the pill combo's there to do it. And is going to
And
combo out into 7, 4, or 3, and 4 viruses left for JB. JB needs to get the skates going.
Yep, JB just missed the tuck on that on that double red there at the bottom of his board. Was trying to get those reds horizontally. Is going to reopen up that horizontal and get out at a
Oh,
423.
this is going to get
So it
close.
all comes down to this, and I really do not love JB's starting board. I really don't love Archer's board either, though. I'd say slight favor for Archer, though. A lot more double opportunities, and is able to get down to them, I think, a little bit quicker than JB's going to be able to.
Yeah, very much so, but it's going to get close here. The pill combos are coming out for JB here. Luckily enough, getting the blues, getting the double yellows is going to be bringing down this board. That is 16 apiece on both sides, and JB takes the virus lead just narrowly, but will take it nonetheless. Is going to be setting up for this board, for this clear. The virus is getting down. 12 viruses left to 11. Oh my word, this is getting close, Flindo.
It's so close. Archer's a little bit spired in column 8. JB, his board health is looking really nice here. It has that horizontal red opportunity at the
Oh,
bottom. Has
oh my
just
word.
a few more reds, and JB, don't know about that. Now that horizontal opportunity is temporarily closed off. But this double red, perfect for him. But it's going to be Archer with the
It's
yellows
Archer!
at a 539 and JB with a 541. You got to
It is by
think, oh my
2.
goodness.
It is by 2 seconds. Archer takes his first match against JB and moves on to face Ibar in the semi-finals.